So the injury situation at Blackburn Rovers goes from bad to worse as both Ryan Nyambe and Corey Evans join Bradley Dack and co on the injury table. What's in store this weekend as we take on Sheffield Wednesday? We'll take a little look next. That's right, folks, back once again with another preview. This time looking forward to Blackburn Rovers up against Sheffield Wednesday down at Hillsborough. And we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new to the channel, smash your subscribe button, keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, championship related, whoa, football related, all here. Underwaruski, that's right. Looking forward to this one. Yeah, up against Sheffield Wednesday, a team that we beat at Ewood Park. Get that down on your little notepads, boys and girls. Lastminute.com, Tonton Madarabayo. It was the old notepad of destiny. That's right, passing the notes to Tonton Madarabayo to get the winner. In fact, Buckley got the winner, young Buckley. But anyway, that was then. This is now. So let's go look forward at this match in a bit more detail, shall we? It does take place right here at Hillsborough. Yeah, boys and girls, away days for Blackburn Rovers once again, 2020. Hoping to springboard on the back of our draw last time out against Preston. Sheffield Wednesday are led by the man, Gary Moncarino. Yeah, that's right, the match does take place at the 18th of January at Hillsborough. The danger man for me. Could be Jordan Rhodes if he plays, but probably won't. I'm going with Adam Reach on this one. Last season they finished 12th in the championship, and the record against Rovers is 153 matches between each other, 59 wins for Sheffield Wednesday, 56 for Rovers, 38 draws along the way. Last season it was the 4-2 double header, 4-2 at Hillsborough, 4-2 at Ewood Park. This season though, we did beat them 2-1 earlier back in November, and we go again this weekend. So let's take a look at my expected starting lineups. That's right, going with got a little flat back four-ishes here. We're going to go with 4-1-4-1 for Sheffield Wednesday. I'm going to go 4-4-2 for Rovers. For the Owls, we've got Westwood between the sticks. Fox, Bonner, Iorfa and Palmer as your back four, with Lee as a sort of holding midfielder. Four-man midfield of Reach, Bannon, Luongo and Murphy, two very creative wingers on the ascendancy for Sheffield Wednesday. And Sam Winnell, I think it is, leading the line up top for Sheffield Wednesday. As for Rovers, I'm going with the 4-4-2. Probably won't happen, but this is what I would run out with. Walton between sticks. Bell, Arabayo, Lenihan and Bennett will come back in with the captain's arm. And I expect, obviously, no Ryan Nyambe. He's out for a while, I guess. I haven't really got much of an update to him, but pretty much he's just ruled out hamstring injury once again. Armstrong on the left, Rothwell on the right, Travis and Downing in the midfield. And I'm going with Graham Gallagher up top, 4-4-2. Hopefully that'll prove to be the winning tonic. If not, Mowbray's got something up his sleeve. And you never know. I am recording this very early. It is Monday the 13th as of recording. There could be some transfer activity for both sides. I think Sheffield Wednesday, the latest I saw was matey boy from Crystal Palace, Wickham, I don't know his name off the top of my head, Connor Wickham, there it is. He might be added to the Sheffield Wednesday lineup, and he also might bloody well score, you know what it is. Look at the stats now for you folks. Top scorer 4 with the Owls is Fletcher with 12 goals, Nuhu's got 4, Rhodes has got 3, Harrison's got 3 as well from the wing. Discipline, 23, Hutchison's got 10 yellows, Borner's got 6, Bann's got 5, Nuhu has 5, and the Reds. 3 red cards in Wednesday's books, Westwood, Palmer and Adebayo. As for Rovers, obviously Dak out for the season, 10 goals for him. Armstrong now has a chance to become top goal scorer for the campaign for Rovers. He's 2 shy of Dacarino. Danny's got 3 and Graham's got 3, so a distinct lack of goals for Rovers at the moment. As for the discipline, Lenihan leads the way with 7 yellows. Bennett's got 6, Travis 5. Cunningham has 4, and I think he's been returned to Cardiff to free up wages, maybe. I don't know what the deal is, but he's gone back to Cardiff, and Dacarino as the one and only red. Moving forward, the last 5 results for both sides heading into this. Sheffield Wednesday did beat Leeds last time out in a monstrous win away at Ellen Road. Before that, they did beat Premier League Brighton. That's right, in the FA Cup. So they're in there. They've got that to think about in the back of their minds. However, going back onto New Year's Day, the last match at Hillsborough, they lost 1-0 to Hull City. They also lost their last game of 2019 at Hillsborough, 2-1 defeat to Cardiff City. Oh, yeah. But back in 26th of December Boxing Day, they lost to Stoke City. That's right. So they don't like playing up against the City teams, having lost 3 on the spin. However, they do come with 2 wins on the bounce. As for Rovers, though, It's not great, really, is it? We did pick up a draw last time out against Preston North End. I think we should have won that one, to be honest with you. I think Preston came for the win, came for the points, and that's what they got. We did lose to Birmingham, 10-man Birmingham, in a game that we were completely in control with again, despite without Dacarino. Birmingham just had the better of us this season. Played 3, won 0, lost 2, drawn 1. Forest we did lose as well in a game that could have went either way. Huddersfield 2-1 loss. That was a bit of a shit show, and the Birmingham draw. So it's just been a dour end to the year, dour start to 2020 for us. No win so far. Let's take a look at the next 5 games, obviously not including this next one. QPR next for Sheffield Wednesday. It's also QPR next for Blackburn Rovers as well. Interesting there. So they play on Friday the 24th, QPR, then they'll go again against Rovers on the 28th at Ewood Park. After that, for Wednesday, they take on Wigan on the 28th of January at the DW. Then it's back at home against Millwall on the 1st of Feb. Barnsley are next on the 1st or 8th of February, and Luton Town at the Kenilworth Road on the 12th of February. As for Rovers, obviously QPR next. It's a bit of a break, actually, between the Sheffield Wednesday game and QPR. Get a time to recuperate, maybe, regroup, transfers, all that kind of good stuff. That will be the prime time for Mowbray to start tinkering around a little bit and looking for some additional options. Then it's back-to-back games, really. So it's QPR on the Tuesday. It's then Middlesbrough on the Saturday. 2 tricky games there. Then it's back at Ewood Park on the 8th of Feb against Fulham. Hull City, double-header there. And then it's back down to London on the 15th of Feb against Charlton Athletic. So a very, very busy February, despite only a few days in it, you know what I mean? Let's take a look at the last 6 encounters between the two sides. 4 wins for the Owls, 2 wins for the Rovers, 0 draws. Obviously, earlier in the campaign, it was a 2-1 win. Look at those last-minute top.com goals. Across the board, it was 0-0 up until the 82nd minute. Up popped Jacob Murphy to what appeared to be give them the win. But then Tosabada Mariah, with a notebook in hand, scores a leveller. And then John Buckley, super sub, comes on 91st minute to score the winner. Before that, though, we did lose at their place 4-2. There's not much to say about that game. But prior to that, we beat them at Ewood Park 4-2. So yes, hopefully it looks like if it's going to go the way of last year, then they'll probably win 2-1. That's what I'm saying. And then a couple of seasons back there, it was like 1, 2, 3 wins on the spin for Sheffield Wednesday, both home and away. So they like playing against us, it looks like. But we've actually won 2 of the past 3 games, if you want to look at those numbers that way. In fact, let's take a look at the last 6 at Hillsborough. For 4 wins for them, 1 draw and 1 win for Rovers. 1, 2, 3 game winning streak for Sheffield Wednesday at Hillsborough. We did beat them back in 2005 with the one and only Jordan Rhodes on the score sheet. He does actually like scoring against them. 1, 2, 3 goals in 3 appearances. So it could be a factor this Saturday, but he's on the other side of the pitch. Maybe he'll score a big fat OG. Maybe as an omen. Yeah, a bit of a magnet. Stick the ball in the back of the net for the mighty Rovers. In fact, there's actually rumours, I think, with the Connor Wickham deal going to Sheffield Wednesday, Jordan Rhodes might be on the move himself. Now, don't get your knickers in a twist, Rovers fans. I think it's more likely he's going to go to Wigan, which would be a very, very shitty bit of business for everybody else, except for Wigan. I think that would be a proven goal scorer, probably a lot of money. But anyway, let's see what happens. Anyway, let's kick it on. Let's take a look at the last home and away games between the two sides. Sheffield Wednesday's home form heading into this back-to-back defeats. So before that, they're 4 games unbeaten with wins against Brentford and Bristol City. They did draw against Birmingham and Swansea on the way. Rovers 3 defeats on the spin away from home. But however, before that was at least a 3-game unbeaten run with wins against Stoke, Bristol City and Swansea City. So that's, if we could just go back to that period where we were looking the business, that would be amazing. Let's take a look actually compare that into the form table now. So Rovers actually sit, despite the past few weeks, we're rising high, 4th, 5th in the old form table. We're now crashed back down to the 16th in the form now. We're just picking up 6 points out of a possible 18 with Sheffield Wednesday in 10th. So what are they? 3 points better off. Reading are the actual surprise form team at the moment. First, 4 wins and 2 draws at the past 6. Brentford flying high. Middlesbrough doing bits as well. Barnsley keeping their hopes alive up there in 4th spot. Let's take a look at the home form now. Blackburn still decent in home form. 3 wins, 3 draws at the past 6. 12 points out of the possible 18 at the moment. Sheffield Wednesday's home form is woeful though. The last 2 matches have been defeats. So 8 points out of a possible 18 for them. As for the away days, Rovers sit in 14th at the moment. Back-to-back defeats for them. Before that 3-game unbeaten run. Sheffield Wednesday's away form, doesn't really matter, is 5th. So that's that. Let's take a look at the characteristics for the match itself. Sheffield Wednesday likely, or their strengths are creating scoring chances, attacking down the wings, set pieces as well. Aerial duels, they're a bit of a monster at. Their weaknesses, avoiding offside, defending against through balls, avoiding fouling in dangerous areas. I like the sound of that. Control the game in the opposition half, attacking through the middle, long balls. They do attempt quite a few crosses, long shots, and they are very aggressive. As for Rovers, it's very minimal, isn't it, really? Creating long shot opportunities, defending set pieces. Our weaknesses are avoiding offside, protecting the lead. We play out wide, through the middle as well. And we do mix it up with our first 11. And we're also non-aggressive. So I don't know. Maybe that's counter-attacking football. Is that what we want to call it? Anyway, let's take a look at some stats for you. Goals. This is how Sheffield Wednesday have scored their goals. In fact, this is how they've conceded the goal. 13 of their goals conceded have been through open play. 9 set pieces, 4 penalties. As for goals scored, 23 through open play, 10 for set pieces, 5 from the penalty spot, and 1 big fat OG. As for their shots, received 72% through the middle, 51% within the 18-yard box. And if you want to take a look at the shots for Sheffield Wednesday, 62% through the middle, 58% within the 18-yard box, 32% from outside the area. Because they got Adam Reach, he likes to bang a few from long range. As for touches, 37% down the left-hand side, 36% down the right. So it's either or, and 53% of all action zones are in the middle of the middle third. As for Rovers, 22 of our goals conceded are through open play, 6 set pieces, 5 penalties, 1 counterless tuck, and 1 OG. As for goals scored, 22 through open play, 7 set pieces, 3 from the penalty spot, and 3 OGs. So we've been on the receiving end of 3 own goals. Thank you, our opposition. To be honest with you, I can't really think of many. I think there was one Nottingham Forest. Wasn't there one just? No, it wasn't. As for the shots, positional statistics, the majority of our shots received 61% through the middle, 51% within the 18-yard box, 41% outside the 18-yard box, just 8 within the 6-yard box. As for touches, in fact, as for the shots taken by Rovers, 70% through the middle, 60% within the 18-yard box, 34% outside the 18-yard box, and 27% of our action zones are through the middle. But our key area is down the right-hand side. With Nyambe playing, I think with Bennett, it's a more varied approach. Moving forward, let's take a look at the top teams around the Championship. Leeds still lead the way with possession, on average, 59.8% possession per game. Fulham second, Brentford third, West Brom fourth. QPR are in fifth. As for the most aggressive side, Barnsley still lead the way, 65 yellows, 1 red. Charlton second, Huddersfield third, Wigan fourth, and QPR are fifth. The bossing of the aerial duels. Look at this, boys and girls. At long last, Rovers are in there. 55.5% of the aerial duels won by West Brom on average. Birmingham second, Millwall third. Rovers are into fourth, just above Brentford, who are in fifth. Shots per game, Leeds lead the way on that. 16 shots per game on average. Brentford second, Barnsley third, Fulham fourth, and Sheffield Wednesday are fifth. As for the pass accuracy, Fulham still lead the way. They've been bossing that since the get-go. 84.8% of their passes reach their intended target. West Brom second, Leeds third, Brentford fourth, and Swansea are fifth. If you are interested in what goes on elsewhere in the Championship, these are the games that will be taking place. Fulham against Millwall kick it all off on Friday, 2:45, that's my time. It'll be 7:45 UK time. QPR against Leeds is the early kickoff on the Saturday. Derby against Hull, Swansea against Wigan, Huddersfield against Brentford, Millwall against Reading, Birmingham against Cardiff, Bristol City against Barnsley, Preston against Charlton. Into Sunday, we have Nottingham Forest against Luton. West Brom against Stoke concludes the weekend on Monday. But the game of the weekend really is at Hillsborough. It is. It's Wednesday against Rovers. It's a classic. It's a classic footballing name. Sheffield Wednesday up against Blackburn Rovers. They don't come around that often. Well, they do come around every year, twice. But anyway, let's look at the table. Look at this. West Brom lead the way. Leeds are second at the moment, a point adrift. Brentford, Fulham, Forest, and Sheffield Wednesday are in the playoffs at the moment. Luton Town, Wigan, and Barnsley are going down. Rovers sit smack dab in the middle of the table, 13th, 37 points on the board. Goals scored, 35. Goals conceded, 35. We are the most boring team right now. Cannot get above, cannot get below. Smack dab in the middle of the table. A win for us, though, could see us rise to 10th. A win for Sheffield Wednesday could see them rise to 4th. Just look at the form for West Brom. Look a bit shaky, without a win in 5. Leeds just 1 win in 5 as well. So they just can't get going. And now Brentford are closing the gap a little bit, as are Fulham. So it's not done and dusted just yet from what was a humongous gap between second and their chasing pack. It's now just 6 points, I believe. And then, you never know, we can all start to believe that Leeds will continue their bottle job mentality. Let's take a look at the top scorers out in the Championship at the moment. Mitrovic leads the way with 18 goals. Watkins is in there as well with 18 goals. Bowen, Graben, Fletcher, Grant, Wells, Mabeo, Bamford and Eze make up the top 10. Question for Owls fans. Fletcher, what's his deal? Is he available? Why is he not in... Why did he not play the last game? Was he injured? I don't know. Top assist makers. Pereira leads the way, 10 assists. So has Eliasson, got 10 as well. Brown, Mount and Bannon. Again, Sheffield Wednesday. They're featuring quite regularly in the old scoring charts. But that, my friends, is all I've got for you. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash that thumbs up. If you're new, smash the subscribe. New videos every single day on the channel. Be sure to check out my Championship predictions video with predictions for all across the Championship for this match day. I think I've also predicted the game for this one. I'm not going to spoil it for you. You got to go check it out yourself. But yeah, I'm hoping the transfer activity picks up a little bit. We've taken a bit of a tumble with players, personnel. We are a little weaker now at the back with Nyambe out, with Corey Evans, our defensive midfielder. We have been linked with a couple of players as well. Rathbone from Rochdale. There's also a rumour linking Ben Brereton to a loan move to join Pardew at, is it VVV Venlo or wherever he's playing, or somewhere in Holland, Vietnamese Arnhem or something like that. So that's a strange one. To be honest with you, if he's not getting game time here, he needs to be playing some football somewhere. And I believe in the Brereton. I know he will come good. I know Gallagher will come good. But playing them out wide, I don't think is the way forward. That's maybe we are short on a Craig Conway, who's 20 odd years old. You know, Chapman's not there yet. We need somebody, one or two players to do that. Armstrong's doing his bit, and he's taking his chances well. And if we could just get Brereton and Gallagher scoring goals, we will be in a much better shape moving forward. So, and like I said in previous videos, I think this period now in the season is a gimme. You know, as long as we stay in the Championship, we're all right. We're all right. I think you know, let's compete as best we can do. But realistically, I don't think playoffs is in our target at the moment, because we've lost our talisman. We've got injuries up the yin-yang, and our defence is nowhere near ready. So it's a consolidation season for me. But if we do well and we can get up there and start competing for the top 6 again, then so be it. But to be honest with you, I'm not expecting that. I'm just expecting us to battle on through. Dak's going to go nowhere. That's the key for me. You know, no one's going to take an injured midfielder off our book. So he'll be back this time next year, and maybe can drive us forward. But between now and then, let's try and, you know, build for the rest of the season. Maybe pick up a couple of little bargains in January, and kick on forward into 2021, and then maybe make a surge for playoffs then, and go for it. Because, you know, my main goal was, I always thought that we'd have an okay season. Bradley Dack would leave in the summer, and then next season we would go backwards a step. But, you know, with Dack out now, you know, we could maybe start building for another surge 2021. And then kick on forward with revitalised Dack next year to be that little magic ingredient. He'll be like a new signing next season. So anyway, that's enough jibber jabber for me. Give me your thoughts and opinions about this game, about the future of Rovers, transfer rumours, all that kind of good stuff. Let me know in the comment section down below. Until I see you all again, make sure you bang the thumbs up, bang the subscribe, and I'll see ya next time. Thanks again for watching. Please like, share, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Championship related, football related. We've got it all covered right under one roof. And while I still have you, please be sure to check out some of the old videos scattered along here. I hope.